Miss Bobby Dazzle, hello. Let's see here. Lucky Lady. Hi, Lucky Lady Vintage. This and that BSG. Welcome in. Hi, Tree Feathers. I see you, Miss Bobby Dazzle. Let's see here. There we go. How's everybody doing? Red Barn Shabby Chic. Hi. Oh, I gotta get my computer on so that I can see you. Hi, Mr. Vibe.
There we go.
Yay, there's Bobby.
Here we go. Hi.
Hi, Marco. Welcome in. Hello, darling. Hi, dear.
I'm gonna eat.
Okay, that's fine. Sounds good. I love you. I couldn't see Mark through my lights. I have too many ring lights over here. He said, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. He just got home. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Let's start the giveaway, shall we?
Woohoo! Hi, everybody.
Woo.
Hi, Vibe. DB. Is it Genia? Genia? Ella? Dog Ear Vintage? Hi. Carla. Hi, Carla. Look at all these people popping in.
Hi, Hannah. Hi, Kelly.
Oh,
Hello,
there's
C
our guest
host.
speaker.
Sihatsi. So many fun names. Welcome in, everybody. It's so nice to see everyone. Hi, the One Simple
Carla.
Life.
We got two Carlas today. Mr. Vibe. Hey there.
Well, welcome everybody to our second Monday night vintage jewelry chat with
Yeah.
me, Tuesday, and Miss Bobby Dazzle.
Me.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And tonight we're actually going to be co-hosting the One Simple Life. She's
Mm-hmm.
here in the chat. Be sure you guys to give her a bookmark and a follow. Yes, hi Lucky Lady. How are you today? You had a fab show this morning. That was fun. I'm glad I got to hang out for quite a while. I got my earrings on, Bobby, that I got from you. Do you remember these?
Oh my gosh, aren't they amazing?
I love them.
They are so cute. Couldn't see them behind all your hair.
I know. My hair's well, and it rained today, so it's a hot mess
Oh, it
express,
looks cute
really.
though.
It's out of control.
Oh, that's good.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well,
And
everybody, if you're here for the first time, we just started a vintage jewelry chat. Miss Bobby Dazzle and I did. Bobby Dazzle's idea, and she asked me to hang out with her during these chats. And I said, absolutely, let's do it. I
I
was
know
super
you know
excited.
how to talk a lot.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I was most talkative class of 1995.
Oh, why am I not shocked? Oh
Fremont
my
Ross Little Giants.
god. Who's shocked by that? No one.
Yeah, I was. I got into trouble a lot for talking. For
Oh, so
talking.
did I. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
actually had a teacher throw a stapler at me once. Um,
Ooh.
it hit the wall. And back in the day you could do stuff like that.
Mhm.
He didn't like
Yeah.
try to hit me, but when yeah, back in the day they still had the paddle,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
got sent to the principal's office, you got the paddle.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We survived. We're doing all right.
Vibe is like, no.
We survived, sis. I promise you, we
Oh, he
survived.
said he can't shut up.
Literally, all of my report cards said he.
Tanya got the paddle. Oh,
Mhm.
this sounds like a story we need to hear sometime.
There was a paddle in my principal's office when I was in elementary school for sure.
Uh-huh.
And we got shown it. I mean, yeah, it was hanging
It's
on
like
the wall. I think it even had a
it's like
name or
hanging on the
something, and I'm
wall when you walk by the office. I love it.
cracks me up. But anywho's, I don't remember why I got the paddle. I just remember the experience. It was terrible. Yeah. Okay, so my mom, here we go. My mom is a short person. Um, her and my grandma, her mom are short. And my dad is very tall. His whole family is tall, the Miller side. And my brother and I, to this day, will tell you that when mom was running after you, you never had to turn around because you were escaping her. Like she was not going to catch you. But when dad was running after us, you had to keep looking back because he kept getting closer and closer and he was going to snag you up. And
Oh, that's
yeah,
fun.
yeah. Oh,
Love it.
good stuff. Let's see here. Eh, Yes, this is true, Mr. Vibe. But welcome to jewelry vintage jewelry chat. Welcome to the vintage jewelry chat, and I'm so happy you guys are here. Please enter the giveaway. There's only 30 some seconds left. You are going to get from me and Miss Bobby Dazzle a hinged bracelet along with a pair of clip-on earrings. They are all gold tone. I hope that
Cute.
yeah, I hope that everyone likes it. It's really sweet. Unmarked pieces, but I thought that they matched very well
I
with
like
one
it.
another. So enter. It's absolutely free. I will ship it to you for free. You get it for free. So it's a win. So enter. There's 11 people in here and only 6 people entered. So please enter that. I would love to send you guys a gift. Oh, who's it going to
Oh,
be?
that was fast.
Lucky lady.
Yours was like the only one.
Congratulations. Yay! Congratulations,
Congrats.
lucky lady.
If y'all are sellers on here, uh jewelry or otherwise, throw up your emojis so we can make sure that we're all following each other.
Yes. Because not only do we want to chat about whatever subject that we're chatting about this week, we want everyone to be able to gain followers and
Mhm.
grow with the whole experience. That's why we're doing it. I mean, we're doing it so that we can help each other out, whether it be learn more, have more knowledge about jewelry, or grow as a community. Hello, Renewed with Style. Red Barn Shabby Chic, stuck up her emojis, vintage vibe treasures.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi friends, how
Yay.
are ya?
Hi. So I guess Bobby, if you want to just introduce yourself, let us know a little bit about what you do, and then I'll do a quick introduction as well.
Sure.
And then around 7:15, we're gonna have the One Simple Life come on, and she's going to share some of her knowledge with us tonight. And I'm
So excited
super
for that.
excited.
I know I'm gonna learn a lot.
Mhm.
So my name is Bobby. I sell vintage jewelry and mostly vintage decor on Whatnot and a couple other platforms, but I primarily focus on Whatnot. I just have a lot of fun. I love the community we've developed here, the friendships I've developed. Um, we do a lot of trains on here.
You're the
Anyone
train
ever?
queen.
Yeah, I love putting together trains. Don't ask me to be your mod, or I don't have the attention span for that. You all know that. Tuesday knows that. But I'll coordinate till the day, till the sun goes down. But I can't focus and sit there for 2 or 3 hours and do that kind of thing. But I love getting people together. I love kind of hand picking people sometimes to do. I know themes that they would love, and I find that trains for me have been a really good growth tool. Not just because I'm coordinating some of them, but because
Mhm.
you really do get to meet some new sellers that you would
Mhm.
not have come across at all, that probably wouldn't
Yeah,
have hopped onto your site for whatever reason. I don't know how the
very true.
algorithm always works, but you can always find. I always get lots of first time new buyers when you do a train. So, and that I kind of went off on a tangent, but Tuesday, you
That's
can
okay.
introduce yourself. Every week, I'll tell you something else about myself.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. So my name is Tuesday, Tuesday's Fun Finds. I sell every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern in the jewelry category. And then I'm also I actually started selling vintage decor when I first got on the app, and jewelry just kind of happened after that. But anywho's, I sell in vintage decor and jewelry here on the app. I do sell on other platforms, but mainly here on Whatnot because it's so awesome.
Hmm.
Yay! And yes, I was born on a Tuesday. My dad named me. But yeah, so and Bobby Dazzle, her and her daughter were one of the first few people that I had met here on the app, along with Thrifty Treasures. She
Sounds
was
good.
actually one of my first customers, believe it or not. Do you remember Brass? Um, were they coyotes? Foxes.
Foxes.
Okay. Yes, I had these awesome brass foxes and they were so good and I sold those and I actually started off doing junk drawer stuff. That's how I got to my 1,000 sales so fast
Really?
is
See,
because of
I didn't
junk
know
drawer.
all
Yeah.
this about you.
Yeah, I had one day I had my table, my kitchen table just full of junk drawer stuff and basically was just running it $2 start or whatever, pick two or $4 start, pick four or whatever that it was. And I didn't even know 1,000 sales was a thing until it happened. I was like, oh, this is cool. I didn't even know. But anywho's, welcome in, Jessica. Hi, Rogan. How are you? Welcome to the Monday night vintage jewelry chat. Welcome, welcome. Buyers and sellers are welcome. We try to bring a little something every single week so that we can all learn and grow. Yeah,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
I keep looking this way because I can't see Bobby Dazzle on my phone.
Oh,
I can see her on my computer screen. So every time I go to look, and I have to remember that I need to look at you guys and not Bobby
yeah. You
Dazzle.
don't need to. I'm just here. I look the same. Don't worry.
Oh
I'm
man.
not doing anything exciting.
So I think tonight, Carla, she's or the One Simple Life. Go ahead and throw up your emoji. The One Simple Life. That way we can all bookmark and follow you. If you would throw up, there she is. So she
Yeah.
just put up the two red hearts, the One Simple Life. Um, oh, and I just moved my stickers. Gosh darn. Um, I don't have them in my arm's reach, but she's been selling on the platform for quite a while, and I'm super excited for her to share with us. I think ultimately she's going to do like kind of the difference between it's very hard. It's very hard to just to put into words what she's going to talk to us about, but she's going to talk to us about like the difference between sterling silver and types of silver, like your alpaca and your, Mexican silver, that type of a thing. And then also she's going to go into a little bit about I believe like 24 karat gold plated versus other things and that type of stuff. Hey, Gifted, how are you?
So,
Right on back. Hello. But she's going to do a much better job than I am. That's why we picked her. Talk to me about testing Bakelite, and I'm all about it. But we
well,
all
I'm
have our
excited
strong
to learn.
suits.
So, and if you guys know anybody who you think might enjoy this or benefit from
Mhm,
learning about what Tuesday was just talking about, because I'm not going to try to repeat it, um,
mhm,
tag them, share the
mhm.
show, get them in here,
Yeah, yeah.
because I think it's going to be super informative. And if Carla's ready, you
Okay.
guys can get
Yeah,
going. I'll hop off.
yeah.
I
And
think
then
I think you have
Bobby.
to take me off though, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think, yeah, you
No.
have to comment in the chat and then I'll kick you
Okay.
off and then I'll co-host the One Simple Life on. And while you're in the chat, Bobby, go ahead and throw up your emojis. And
Okay.
then that way we can bookmark because next week's show, Bobby's going to start. So you're going to want to click on her name and find the vintage jewelry chat for next Monday and bookmark it. All
And we're
right.
going to talk
Bobby.
about Juliana, so that'll be fun.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Um, so we'll be back, Bobby. You
Okay.
hold
See you
tight.
later.
You hang out. Okay. Let's see here. Remove. Yes. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm still here.
You're still there.
Let me, let me do it. Leave. Let's see if
Okay.
it works. I have to do it.
Oh, okay.
That's my fault.
We'll get used to this eventually. Oh, there she goes. Okay. So the One Simple Life, let's go grab her. Let's go chat with the One Simple Life. Shall we? I think we shall. Here we go. Oh, no. That was the wrong thing to do. Operator error. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys. All right, I think I sent it to her. There she
Thanks.
is.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, the one simple life. Hi, Carla. How are you?
Good. How are you Tuesday? Running
I'm
around.
good. I am so ready to learn what you have to tell us. I have my
So
notepad ready and everything.
I thought it would be easier to do, like, maybe you guys can do some screenshots. I don't know. So you could kind of
Oh,
see. Let's see if I can do it this way. Um, Kind of like so you can have it on your phone, like when you're out and about shopping. Let me see if I can move it. But so there's 4 different gold ones we're going to talk about. When we have real gold, well, you know that it's going to be the predominant, metal is going to be gold. When you hear gold vermeil or gold vermeil, some people say it differently. It's going to have sterling silver. So the base is always going to be sterling
mhm.
silver and it will have a 925 stamp. Gold plating does not. It's usually a mix of brass, copper, and others. But when you have gold filled, you usually have brass and it's chemically bonded to gold. So gold filled, when you see 1/20th gold filled, it's usually at least 5% actual gold. And it's the only one of the, besides the gold vermeil and the gold plated, that you can actually melt and take the gold back. So when gold goes up, gold filled is more expensive.
Now,
Uh,
is it true? I have heard, so I don't mean to interrupt you.
you're
I
good.
have heard that gold filled jewelry is actually
More
uh
expensive than sterling.
more expensive than silver.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah,
it is,
okay.
because it
Okay.
actually has 5% of the whole weight of the item is actual gold. And it won't tarnish. It won't, like, you know how when you have gold vermeil, eventually that plating wears off and you're gonna get the sterling
Sure.
content. When you have
Sure.
gold plating, eventually it's gonna wear off and you're gonna either get the brass, which is kind of a dark yellow, or you're gonna get the copper or whatever the other material is. It's not gonna last as long. But economically, like if you can't afford gold, the best one you can do is either gold vermeil if you like the gold, or gold filled. Gold filled looks really similar to actual gold in color.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And then
Yeah,
we'll go over. So I
that
did this one for you guys that has all the different purities of gold. So when you're speaking of 8K gold, which is what you'll find more in like vintage, or 10K, 9K, it's a certain percent of gold, and the other one, the rest of it is other metals. So I don't know if I kind of did it this way so you guys can, if you wanted to screenshot and kind of have it with you, and we'll go over also some of the maker's marks and stuff like that
yeah, feel
for
free
you.
to screenshot that, you guys. That's a lot of fun information right there. Um, because the more we know, the more powerful we can be during our hunting and our
Hmm.
buying. And even just as a buyer here on the Whatnot app, I feel like the more you know, the the better you'll be with what you're purchasing. Yeah.
Hmm. So a lot of the gold plated that we see out, they have actual layers of gold, but it's always going to be either, it's going to have a base metal or a copper metal.
Hmm.
So people who have allergies don't tend to do good with gold plated. If you have like metal allergies, you're better off doing gold filled or gold vermeil.
Oh, okay. Let me write that down. Allergies, you're better off with gold. What did you say?
Gold filled
Mm-hmm.
or gold vermeil. Most of the gold plated has some form of nickel in it, and that's what makes people react. Now this type of jewelry also, you should never wear it for an extended period of time, because eventually your skin, like let's say if you have a pair of earrings, your skin is going to eat through that layer and it's going to expose the copper. That's what, how we deal with vintage jewelry. When you first see it, that's why you see like the green. It's usually
Yeah.
the acidity of the body has reacted to the metal and wore it down.
Gotcha. So Renewa Style says, I get questions about nickel and allergies. How do I know? So
You
how
really
do you
won't know. it's
okay.
it's if it's gold vermeil or gold filled, it should not have any nickel in it. But if it's like gold plating or any other type of, like, even like some people react to Tibet, to alpaca, German, all of those have some nickel in it. Most of them have about 20%, which is a lot. So if they have an allergy, they're better off even going, like, if they want like a silver color They're better off going like stainless steel or
Oh
surgical
yeah.
steel, stainless steel,
Yeah.
or titanium ear wires.
Smart, smart, smart. So, did that answer your question, Renuva style? And you can please correct me if I'm wrong, Carla. Your gold filled will be marked, like, let's say 12 karat or whatever GF,
It'll
right?
say 1/20th, which means it's 5% gold weight. That's what that 1/20th stands for, and it'll say 14 karat gold filled on it.
Okay. And then your gold vermeil, I think that's how
We'll
you
just
pronounce.
usually have gold vermeil will just usually have the 925, and I have some examples of that. Usually, you
Oh,
won't see any other mark on it other than that.
okay. All right. Ah, any other questions?
So
Feel free, chat, to put them in while we have Carla. If you have questions about what she's showing us, okay, guys, speak up. Don't be sleepy. Hi, Brandy. Welcome in. Okay, Carla. Sorry.
So vintage jewelry, before we had the the 14K, the 10K, the 9K, we had numbers. So whenever you see old vintage jewelry or antique jewelry, you'll see these numbers, and that kind of corresponding, what the gold, the silver, and the platinum, what numbers you'll see. So like if you see 750, it's usually 14 karat gold, and it'll just say 750 on it. It'll usually have, like, older jewelry will have a maker's mark because they were really good at putting some kind of mark and then the number. Some
Mm.
high fashion like Chanel and Cartier, they'll have the 750. It'll either say like AG for silver or AU for silver. So like the Cartier, it'll say AU, which means gold, and then it'll say 750.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
Let me know if
so
you guys can't
interesting.
see it. And it just tells you like 800 silver. Well, we know that out of 100, out of 1,000 parts, 800, like out of 100%, 80% is going to be actual fine silver, and the 20% will be other base metals. The 925, it'll be 92.5% fine silver, and then the rest will be other metals. Same with 999, it'll be the 0.01.
Interesting. Huh. So good. Love it. So let's see. So I see gold, silver. Oh, okay. I'll be quiet.
Oh, gold, silver, and platinum. So the other one I did was that I got for you guys is a purity chart. So this way, if whatever jewelry that you're looking at, if you find 12K, which again is more of the vintage one, you'll know that it's 50% silver. If you find 9K, which again is more of the vintage one, it's 37.5%. It's gold, not silver, gold. So each percentage corresponds with the amount of actual gold that it has. So I got that
Wow.
one for you guys. Need to move my lamp so you can see.
Very
The other one is
cool.
blacked out.
Very cool. Wow. A
And
20 so
then
24 karat gold is pure gold.
99.9, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And
Wow.
it looks like butter. It's like such a deep dark color that it almost looks like it's fake. You know how we're used to the 14 karat. When we see 24 karat, even 18 karat, it's like butter. It's like such a deep dark color. That it almost seems like if it would be fake. So again, here's the alternatives that you'll see marked on jewelry. So if you ever see a jewelry mark, it won't say 8K, it'll say 333. That lets you know that it's 8K. If you see 375, you'll know that that's 9K, and then that's the percentage of gold.
Nice.
Again, we're so used to 10, 14, 18, and so on. We're not used to seeing the 8s, the 9s, the 12s, but those are vintage jewelry, is mostly those numbers.
Gotcha. Huh. So neat. I love this. And I don't mean to look away from you guys, but I can only see what she's showing on my computer. I can't see it on my phone screen. So I'm not trying to be rude. I'm so sorry.
So here we have like 22 karat. The traditional hallmark will be 916. 18 karat will be 750. 14 karat will be 585, and then 10 karat will be 417. The traditional ones are here. So I don't know if anyone wants to screenshot these. Again, when you go hunting for vintage or antique, you'll see these numbers, and then these are the modern ones. So you won't see 14K. You'll see 585. And
Oh,
again, it
that's
just
good.
relates to the gold purity. So I know there's been people who find it out in the wild for like $3.99, $2.99. Like I've seen videos where they see a number and a regular
Yeah.
person might not. That's actual gold, but it is.
Yeah, just know numbers are important, people. Numbers are important. It is very
But
interesting, Thrifty Trina. I love this stuff. I love learning. We like numbers on jewelry, right, Bobby? Exactly.
So the last one I have for you is solid versus filled versus plated. So solid, we know it's going to be gold, right? It's all going to be solid gold. Gold filled, this is usually brass, and again, it's chemically bonded, not plated, to the brass. So it's not going to fade, it's not going to tarnish. You're going to clean it, and it's going to go right back to being gold. And that one, again, is the only one that can increase in value and is dependent on the gold value as well. So, and whenever I see gold filled for cheap, I pick it up because it's actual gold in it. It's chemically bonded and
Wow.
can be melted back to gold. It's the only one that will retain its value and will, increase in value.
Oh,
Gold
so
plating, as you
interesting.
can see, is not as much. And this one, gold vermeil, will be the same. It'll just be a plating on the sterling. Once that plating is gone, you're gonna end up seeing the sterling part back on it. And I'll show you some examples of some of the ones that I brought out. So here we have this one.
So we have a
No, they are not.
question.
They are not
Bobby
the same.
said, oh, what'd you say?
They're not the same. So vermeil and plating are not the same. Um, when you see gold plated, it's gonna have some other type of metal. When you see gold vermeil, it's gonna be sterling. So the bottom layer of under that gold needs to be sterling in order for it to carry the label gold vermeil. Gold plating can't have a label. If it doesn't have, like, you can't say it's gold plated if it's sterling underneath. That's where you have the difference between vermeil. Vermeil is more valuable, yes, because it's sterling. So again, it will be dependent on the price of sterling. And then I was going to show you. So this one we have that's gold vermeil. And it is stronger. Gold vermeil. And inside, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you, but inside it'll have the 925. Probably not going to be able to show you because it's such a small screen. But up here it says 925. Let me see if I can get a better example. I have a few. So I have this one that's a rose gold vermeil. And if you see, it says 925. The color is rose. So after the plating wears off on this, what's underneath is sterling. So that's why you have the 925 on it. That's all you'll see on vermeil is the 925. Let me see if I can show you
That's
another
so
one.
cool.
Here's another one that's gold vermeil, and you can see it says 925. So rose gold is the same. It's a rose gold plating over sterling silver. So we have the yellow over sterling, and then we have the rose gold over sterling. So it has like
And
a copper.
there's white gold. Is it called white
Mhm.
gold?
That one I haven't seen. It's rhodium plated, I think, when it has it like that.
Okay. Okay.
Another mark you might see on jewelry doesn't have to do with gold, silver, or anything like that, but sometimes some makers will have bronze and you'll see a B and a R, and that lets you know that it's bronze. So that's another one.
I think
And
bronze is so neat.
it is. It's a good alternative too. For gold, like if you like antique gold color. I don't know if you can see it,
Hmm.
but it gives gold
And you
finish.
guys, Carla set that stone in that ring. Just
Yeah.
pointing that out. I actually have quite a few of Carla's bracelets on tonight. She, I'm an avid collector of the One Simple Life jewelry. Um, it was hard to pick which ones I wanted to wear, Carla. I almost stacked them all on, but she is a designer, right? Wouldn't you? Is that what how you would describe yourself, Carla? Is a designer?
That started, yeah. So I started 5 years ago making jewelry, and then slowly making and reselling jewelry, and then slowly I got into vintage when I started Whatnot.
Yay!
My predominant thing was making jewelry, and I have like where I design the setting and I have it sent off and it's casted, and then I get it back, and then I just set the stone.
She does a great job. She does great work. You guys, please take a moment and be sure to bookmark the One Simple Life. Give her a follow. She has a variety of shows going on right now. She also has you can talk about your chat that you guys do once a month, Carla. Fill
So
us in on that.
the first Monday of every month, me and Suzanne Vintage Flair have been having a talk. It's just really about anything you want to talk about. We do usually an hour to two, and you just talk about whatever you, if you're a new seller, and you have questions on how to sell, if you have questions on shipping, if you have questions on just it's open to whatever you want to talk about, grievances, ideas. We had a really good idea last month or last talk show about how we were trying to decide, like, whenever we get rated, and we wanted to do like a dollar start, to have like a tray set by number of like people that you get rated, and then you can pick off that tray. You already have it predisposed at close to you, and you can just pick something and run it. So that was a good idea, to always be prepared.
Yeah,
um
I love it. I love it. And then you've been having some clearance shows to get rid, or
yeah,
not get rid of, but to destash
yes.
recently.
So, as a jewelry buyer, I think a lot of us can relate that we start buying, buying, and buying, and it kind of gets out of hand. So, my usual area where I make my jewelry is kind of overflowing with boxes of jewelry. So, I kind of want to take back that area so I can start making jewelry again.
Love it.
Oh, one thing we didn't talk about.
Oh, sorry.
So,
Yes, please.
I forgot. I have my little notes here. So, alpaca,
Ah,
German, and Tibet.
good.
Alpaca, German, and Tibet. You'll hear them all the time. They're interchanged. Kind of, if it's from Mexico, you hear alpaca. If it's more of a ethnic, it'll be Tibet. But they really all mean the same thing. So it has 0% silver. So it has no fine silver in it, and it's so if you have allergies, it's not good for you.
Mhm.
And all three are made predominantly the same way. So you'll have 60% copper, 20% nickel, and 20% zinc. And that's what gives it that silver color. They do oxidize. You'll have to keep them, away from moisture and stuff like that, to prolong them. But they have no silver content in them. And
I
I was gonna,
did not know that for the longest time.
yeah, I
How,
didn't either. It's something that maybe like a year and a half. The metals I've worked with the most are brass, bronze, gold, filled, sterling, and gold. What is the best clean silver jewelry? A polishing cloth, Dawn, and a toothbrush. It's the best. Or you can
mhm.
make baking soda, like that. You have to be careful and mindful of the stones. So I deal with a lot of amber. Amber is a soft stone, as is opal, and you don't want to get it wet or in heat because again, it's a resin and it can melt or fall off of its setting. Um, Opal, it just becomes like a white color. Like it, how right when you first get an opal, it's kind of like a milky kind of see-through color. If you wet it a lot, it'll turn more white. It kind of loses its luster. So with amber, all you do is you take a little bit of olive oil and you with a Q-tip, and then you can bring it up to life. But you really don't want to those type of metals, because they're soft. Even malachite, you don't really want to be wetting them, or using them when you're sweating or putting lotion, or all that good stuff. And that goes the same with gold. Any metal tarnishes if it's not taken care of.
Mhm. Mhm.
It doesn't matter if it's 14 karat or not. It's all going to depend on if you can bring it back polishing it or not. Hi, Skylar, how are you?
Hi,
So
Skylar.
that's one of the things. Another thing I get asked about that I have here on my note is HGE. If you've seen vintage jewelry, you'll see that a lot. And HGE stands for heavy gold electroplate or high grade electroplate. And what that is, it has a layer of 18 karat gold that's electroplated. Again, kind of like gold filled, in the sense that it's thicker, and it eventually will tarnish, like it'll eventually show the base metal. But they back then, I don't know if you've ever seen vintage jewelry, do you ever look at it and think, oh my gosh, the gold is still really good on it, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the more modern jewelry, and that's why, because it's a high grade of electroplate on it.
Gotcha. Huh. So
Mhm.
interesting. So do we want to do since we had a few more people join us, was that it on your list first? Let me ask that. I'm so sorry,
Yes,
Carla.
it is. Yeah, it
Okay.
was just
So
basically that.
so we had a few people that have joined us. Do you want to just do a quick recap?
Yeah, I can show you
Okay,
the
great.
so I'll show you the and I can, if you need this, just send me a direct message and I can just, send it to you.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
So we have gold, gold vermeil, gold filled, and gold plated. So gold is obviously going to be the highest cost, the one that lasts forever. The gold vermeil is sterling silver. So once eventually it's a better quality, more affordable than gold as gold filled is. But this one, once the gold plating on it fades off, you're going to get to the sterling. Gold filled is the only one. So gold filled is chemically bonded, and it's the only one that has actual gold. Bonded to it. So you'll see 1/20th 14 karat gold filled, and that just means that 5% of the total weight of the item is actual gold. It's the only one again that with gold, it's gonna, if gold goes up, gold filled goes up because of the actual gold in it. Gold plating, it's usually cheap. It's if you have allergies, it's not the best one for you, or if you're giving it for a gift because it can irritate the skin depending on what's under it, and it could be anything. It can be brass, copper, it can be a mix of them. The one example that I gave is like this one that's gold plated. So this one has a base metal. Hey Amy, has a base metal. It's going to have alkaline copper, acid copper, and then 3 layers of gold. And some of these, one of the polishing coatings, sometimes they do use nickel, so you have to be careful with allergies and stuff like that. And I'll go back so you guys can get any screenshot, or again, you can direct message me and I can send you, whichever one you need if you can't see it, because I know my light is like right above the screen.
And just so that you guys know, I'm also streaming live on my YouTube channel, Tuesdays Fun Finds. So if you guys ever want to go back and rewatch our vintage jewelry chat, you can there if you'd like to.
And then this one was, so vintage jewelry has actual numbers. Modern numbers will be the 10, the 14, and stuff like that. But vintage jewelry usually have these numbers. So these pertain to gold. Let's see if I can, so you can screenshot. I know my light is messing it up. So these pertain to gold. These pertain to silver, and then, platinum.
Retrohead, that's a great idea. Unfortunately, I co-hosted the One Simple Life Inn, and she's the one with the knowledge, with the
Oh, I can
information.
just, let me see if I can screenshot your name real quick on my phone. Let me see if I can do it without turning it off.
And then Bobby Dazzle asked, is nickel the main allergen?
For most people, yeah, it is. It's always, it seems to be. And then here are the carats and then the purity of the gold. So again, if you're getting into vintage jewelry, you'll see 8K or 8K, so it'll be 33.3. And then you'll see the alternate, on the stamp on the ring or necklace or whatever, it'll be 333 on it.
Yeah, so pay attention to the numbers, guys. Wonderful. I love it.
And then this one was the other one that has the other numbers. Quiz in 5 minutes.
Everybody get your pad and paper ready. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So Carla, do you have when's your next show scheduled for?
I have a great train tomorrow at 9 for Gimme Space, where we're gonna have a bunch of cool, if you like space themed stuff. It's gonna be a new seller every 30 minutes. So I'm the first one opening up at 9. If you
Ah!
want me.
So you guys
Maybe
click on her profile picture. Click on her profile picture. Please help me say thank you to her for taking some time with us today. We greatly appreciate her. Please help me thank her by clicking on her profile picture, and please give her a follow and bookmark her upcoming shows. Like I said, I have on the One Simple Life jewelry. She does an amazing job. and another one of the Whatnot peeps that I've been able to grow a relationship with, and I appreciate her so much. I do. Is there any other comments that you have, Carla?
I can show you like some of my work that I've done, if that's
Oh,
okay.
please.
And I'll show some of the color alternate, like, so you can see. So this one right here, it's brass.
So wait, you made that?
Okay, so I use a program called Blender. On Blender, you design, like you use a computer and you design what you want in 3D. And then you have it sent to get like a proof. So here's my proof, right? This is, so if I say yes, this is ready to go, I
So
then
you're the
add,
creator of that proof.
Mhm. So then
Oh,
if I say yes, I can have it casted in either sterling, brass. These are brass that I'm showing you. So this is how it comes to life on jewelry. So it goes from computer to this to this.
Carla.
And then I'll show you another one. So here's this one. And then this one, I had it done in sterling. So here's that one. And then I just set the cabs.
And then you can set
So
a
that's
stone in
kind of what
there.
I started with.
Oh,
Yeah. So here's this one that's
we lost you
bronze.
for 2 seconds
And
there,
then
Carla.
there's the stone on it.
So what did you just say
Okay.
at the last
So here's the
thing?
brass color
Wait.
that you'll see. Oh, the bronze. Was it the
Yeah, we
bronze
lost you
color?
there, I think.
I'm just trying to show you the different
Yeah.
colors of metal. Okay. So this one's brass. This one's the bronze. And then trying to show you the difference when you go out. And then this one is the gold vermeil. So you got the three. I don't have gold, but
Pretty.
those are the three that you'll see as the base metals, I should say.
Beautiful.
And I don't know if there's any questions or anything else you need me to answer, or again, if you need any of those little
Fancy says, wow, I want
pictures,
it all.
you can
I
just
hear
let
you,
me know.
sis. I hear you. Oh, man. I
Yeah,
love
so
it. I
that's why
love it.
I've also been trying to clear out my area so that I can start working again, because I really haven't made anything, um, because I don't have that area where I used to work in.
Skylar, yes, I'm hooked on her stuff too. I have a ton of the One Simple Life jewelry. I do. I love her stuff. And I love that her passion for it, right? Oh, I love it, love it.
So that's
So,
why
and you're in Florida, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what you'll hear me say often. I don't wear makeup. I always say the jewelry is my makeup,
Mm-hmm.
because I can change it out and make it glam or less, or So that's why I always say jewelry is my makeup.
Yes, I love it. I love it. And then let us know in the comments, where is everybody else from? So the One Simple Life is in Florida. I'm in Ohio. Where's everybody else from? South Carolina, Miss Bobby Dazzle. Iowa, Virginia. Fort Worth, Joni, I think I knew you were in OH. North Carolina, St. Louis. NM. Is that New Mexico? Uh-oh. Yay, I got it right. All of a sudden I was like, oh man, I'm gonna look dumb. Alabama. That's great. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, so before we let Carla go, do we have any other questions? And throw up some emojis and tell Carla thank you. I appreciate. I'm gonna do it too. Let's see. Let's see. Heart, heart, heart. Oh, that was the extra credit point on the quiz. I always got that wrong. Oh,
You're
shoot.
very welcome.
Thanks, guys. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Yay, Carla. We love you. And I
Thank you.
appreciate you so much for taking the time out with us. Oh. All right. So, if there's nothing else hey, Thread with Lisa B. Casey, welcome in. Anything else? Okay. So Carla, thank you. We're going to let you go. kind of sad. And then we're going to finish our night with talking about what we're going to have coming up next week and all those fun things. Oh, Carla, there she goes. She's in the chat now. And you guys can always reach out to Carla, I'm sure. At any time to ask any questions. I know that she's a very nice person. She does not bite. I promise you. All right, let's get Miss Bobby Dazzle back. Oh, Carla,
I'm
you're so
back.
sweet. Yay! Wasn't that
Carla,
great?
I learned like, let me turn this down. I learned like 13 things.
I love it. See? So exciting. Whoop, whoop. All right, another question for the chat that I have. How long has everyone been on Whatnot? I have been on, I'll have my 3-year anniversary in July. Will you be 3 years too? What happened? What are you
Just
doing?
the dog. 3 years. You and Tanya. Oh boy, Amy too. Bling,
Yeah.
bling,
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say that. I would have thought that. I would have guessed that, I guess is what I'm saying.
By myself, 2 years. But
Right.
Kirsten and I were doing it because I think you and Kirsten kind of started around the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys may have been one of my first purchases was from you guys.
And you were probably one of mine.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness, Skylar, you've unlocked bronze.
Just by watching.
Just by watching.
3 years.
Hey, sweetie Pete.
Wow.
How are you? 3 years in October. Fancy Mimi has been 1 month. Yes, she has. 411 Joni has been 2 years. Skylar said, I feel like it's 6 seconds, but I spend so much. I hear you, girl. I hear you.
So
Go
give
ahead.
each other bookmarks and follows.
Yes.
That's what we're here
Follow
for.
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We want to grow. We want to grow. That'll be the next thing. Go ahead, you guys, for a moment and tell us when your next show is. That way we can get a bookmark and follow. So tell us when it is and what category.
Mm-hmm. Because I know a lot of us cross over into different categories. It's not like we just do jewelry. So feel free to share any show. Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. So Vintage Vibe has Shop My Shelves Claim and Bundle Show at 1 p.m. Central tomorrow. Yes, she was working hard on them shelves. And she now has them up and they're beautiful. And she has all kinds of vintage decor available on those shelves. So it's nice. Yeah.
Show has
I
a great
enjoy
variety. Yeah.
Mhm. She does. Excited for Junk Drawer Raid Train. We were just talking about that, Thrift with Lisa B. That's kind of how I started and how I got to my 1,000 sales so fast is Junk Drawer shows. And I haven't done one in so long.
It's hard to find that kind of stuff sometimes. I feel like you have to collect it, and then all of a sudden you're like, what do I do with all this little stuff? But I love the littles. It's just, I don't know. A lot of us love minis and littles. So
Yes,
we can't help
I
ourselves.
agree. I know, right?
So all day tomorrow, Junk Drawer Raid Train. If you like little stuff or putting them in lots, you can buy the whole lot. It's going to be fun.
And then Fancy Mimi is also part of the Junk Drawer Raid Train. Okay, let's see here. So we got the Shop My Shelves. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anything. So tomorrow night, I might as well just show you, right? Let me just show you.
Yeah, show us. We want to see. Oh. Oh. You got a couple bangles?
I have a few, just a few.
Oh my God.
Don't forget there's
Good vibe.
And just so that you know, as requested, I organized them by size. So we have size 7 over here. We have a 7.5
order.
No, these three are 7.5s, and then everything laid out here is a size 8. And I also have some 8.5s and 3 size 9s over there.
3 9s. They're so hard to find. Oh man. So you can see what Tuesday likes there, huh? Little bit of
It's
plastic.
it's I love plastastic. It's great. And
Oh
then my Fancy's like, I want to play. And then yeah, I can't I love my plastic. I love bracelets. What do you guys like? What is your favorite piece of jewelry? Like your absolute favorite piece of jewelry? My favorite to wear are earrings. And my favorite to sell are bracelets. My bracelets are my
Ooh.
favorite.
My favorite to wear is earrings. My favorite to sell is brooches.
Yes. Thrift with
What
Lisa
about
B
you guys?
agrees with you.
Ooh, wood jewelry. Wood jewelry is cool.
Oh,
It's you don't see it that much. It's more mid-century, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
wood jewelry's cool. I think
Is
it's
that
pretty.
do you say Skylar? Is that what you guys were Skylar,
Yeah,
am I saying that right?
mhm,
Skylar necklaces and rings.
love it. I like
Bangles and
rings
bracelets.
too.
Oh, Mimi is in trouble then. She's a bangle and bracelet girl. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. Oh, the wood. Yeah. Like like this to me, this is yummy. I don't know. I
Oh,
just find it to be so comfortable. I don't know. Wood is just, and there's so many different colors of wood. But anyways, I'm not a wood expert. I have no
I
idea. Well,
love
I'm not an
walnut.
expert in anything.
Mine's pretty walnut jewelry. Oh my gosh, it's so
Mm,
gorgeous.
Delish. So,
Yeah.
Bobby, tell us, what do we have coming up next week? Hmm.
Oh, oh, next week on the I'm like, don't ask me what my schedule is. I don't know. I
She's like,
barely
I
know
know
what I'm doing tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Next Monday, we are chatting with Meta Jennifer, and she has written an ebook on Juliana jewelry. She sells it on her Etsy store. So she's gonna use her expertise and her knowledge of Juliana and fill us in on what she knows and answer our questions. I'm sure she'll be doing some demonstration. Um,
Love it.
I need to learn everything I can about vintage jewelry, and
Mhm.
Juliana is obviously one of the big names. So,
Yeah.
if you want to learn more about Juliana, make sure you check in next week at 7 o'clock Eastern, and it'll be
On
under my
Bobby's
name.
channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
on
be
Bobby's
on
channel.
my channel.
Yeah.
Um,
So click on her icon and go make sure you're following and make sure that you
yeah,
bookmark next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
yep.
Yes. Love it. I'm
I
excited.
know. And then and then the following week, do you have an idea what you're going to do yet, or?
No, I'm still.
It's okay. We've got ideas playing around. Do if you guys have any suggestions about topics you'd like to learn about, or if you have a collection you'd like to show and share, because we
Yeah.
do show and tells.
Yeah.
A guest speaker doesn't have to
Oh,
be like, oh, I know everything.
ooh.
You can do show and tell if you have a collection of something or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
It,
just if you do know some, like some people know a lot about sterling or stones or rhinestones, or let us know. We'd love to have you join us and
yeah.
be our guest. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? I mean,
Native.
don't be shy. Just don't be shy. We're all in this
Yeah,
together.
don't be shy. And if
Don't
you
be
don't want to
shy.
if you don't want to show your face, you don't have to. I mean, you can, if you want to show jewelry or something, that's fine. I know not everybody likes to be in front of the camera, so we get it. It
Native.
took me a long
Ooh.
time to get in front of the camera.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Hmm.
I still get kind of a little hot over it, but then I just think, well, I would go see my friend right now the way that
Yeah.
I am, so
it-
why wouldn't I just hop on
yeah.
the app and,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
I don't there's much more to stress about than that.
Right.
Um Mr. Vibe, do you want to guest speak? That's funny. We just talked about that yesterday. In Vintage Vibes show, she had to take a tinkle break. And so he's behind the camera and he's talking and he's like, see, this is so awkward. Like as soon as it's like you got to get put on the spot. He's like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk about. And I get it. I totally get it.
It
Yeah.
is.
It
It just
does take
takes a little
practice.
practice, and then it's like,
Yeah.
no big deal.
Yeah. Let's see here. The Thrifty Roo come in. Hi, Thrifty Roo.
Hi, Tim.
Okay, so that's super exciting. I think have we covered everything?
I
I
think
don't know.
so. Do
Yeah.
you guys have any questions, whether you're a seller or buyer? We're here
My
to
ears
help
are burning.
answer or try to answer, or
Yeah,
we
while you guys have
research
Bobby
to
and I
find
for
out.
the next 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
power away any questions that you may have to help you, or comments, or um if you come across the situation recently and you need to just tell
That's
us about it, or
mhm. Questions
anything.
about the app. I'm by
Yeah.
no means an expert on the app. I know a little,
Yeah,
but
buyers or sellers,
yeah,
like, you
buyers or
just
sellers, I can maybe answer a question. I don't know,
yeah. If
but
not, we'll find out. How
we'll
about
find
that?
out.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I always say at my work. I'm like, I don't know the answer to that, but by God, I'll find out and I'll let you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
One comment that just popped in my head. I know recently that some sellers have had some issues when they first went live. I don't know what's happening exactly, but all of a sudden their show is showing that they are, when you minimize, what does it say on the screen? When you
Yeah, you
minimize?
paused it, maybe.
Pause, yeah. So
Yeah.
they go live and then all of a sudden it's saying the seller has paused their show. So just a
Oh.
reminder, make sure that you update your app. Make sure that you're updating your apps regularly, or have it set to automatically update. And then there are ways to restart. And I only know this, actually, I learned this from the One Simple Life. The
Oh,
One
really?
Simple Life helped me. Yes, I was on a raid train. It was very embarrassing. And it actually happened to be one that I was showing my face and I was dressed up. It was Bling a Ding Ding's raid train, actually. What was it? Hold on. Grease. Yes, I had dressed up. I had my grease, my pink lady's jacket on, and everything.
Amy.
Oh my gosh. And I got raided. I got raided, and I'm having technical difficulties because I think my computer, my phone, or I'm not really sure. But Carla, bless her heart, she texted me and she says, you need to get back on your computer, go to your past shows and restart it. And it worked. So 15, 20 minutes later, I was able to start selling some jewelry. So it's embedded into my brain, you guys, how to do that.
Did it go to your original show? You didn't have to start a new show?
Correct. It went to my original show and I could restart it. So I didn't lose any of my, my store items or anything like that.
That happened
Um,
to me like a week ago, but I had to actually I
yes,
cloned it. I just started a new show.
but right there is the key. It can only be done from a computer.
Oh, okay.
So you can't do it from just your phone.
So an iPad wouldn't work either, would it?
Yeah, and it has to be within 2 hours. I don't believe an iPad will
The
work.
same as a phone, kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a laptop, so
Ah,
I'm
okay.
screwed.
Okay. So that was one thing that
Thank you,
I've
Carla.
been hearing. But yeah, Carla, the One Simple Life, she saved my life. And I was like, oh,
Carla's
I
in the
knew I
know.
gave that girl my phone number for a reason. I knew it.
Carla, I'm going to be texting Carla mine. Okay,
Just in case, here's my phone number. All of a sudden, everybody's going to get.
oh my gosh. Yeah, Carla's going to get inundated.
That's so funny.
I love it.
That, and recently some people have, I don't know if it's because when they're creating their show, it's automatically defaulting to free shipping. So
That's bad.
pay attention to that. There's a few people that had to end their show and restart because it was toggled on free shipping.
Was it showing on their thumbnail at the before they started their show? Did it say free shipping?
Well, they didn't know that it was they didn't know they had free shipping on until
Yeah.
someone told them in the chat that you're on free shipping.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Oh crap," because
That's scary.
I don't think you can adjust it after your show starts.
That's like
Um,
no profit margin there if you're paying for the
you
shipping.
have heard that, the One Simple Life, yeah. So double check your guys' shipping. Even if you just get into a regular routine, either do it when you create your show, automatically do it at that time, or always make it part of what you're doing when you're adding, I don't know, your notes or whatever. Just have it automatically where you check your shipping and make sure that you have it set up the way that you want it. So those are the two things that I have heard recently, that some sellers have had some difficult with.
Mm.
I thought that was from a promotion for new buyers. Oh, see, I don't know of that.
I don't know that either. That's interesting. Oh, Thrifty Roo has a good question.
Oh, so can you talk about the least expensive way to ship jewelry? Always trying to learn new things, package sizes, and ideas. So the Thrifty Roo, what I can tell you is what I choose to do. No matter what, anytime that I sell a piece of jewelry, it goes into a box. Um, I unfortunately learned the hard way on an item or two, and then after that had happened, I just decided that it wasn't worth my hassle and to just automatically put something into a box. So my majority of the jewelry itself can be 0 to 1 ounce. When you get into like a bangle bracelet, like when you get into something that's bigger, then I will list these for 1 to 3 ounce. Um, 4 to 7 is when something is like glass and heavy, and but I very rarely anymore use 4 to 7 ounces.
Mhm.
But there's really, you just gotta, and also in jewelry, I choose to use flat rate boxes. So no matter what, regardless of if they purchase 1 pound or 5 pounds, I toggle on flat rate boxes. And then if I can't fit it in a flat rate box, see, I may be getting into this a little too far, but so say I have someone who bought, half of my bangles here and they won't fit in a flat rate box and I have to put them in, I don't know, we'll say a 12 by 12 by 12. Then, and I had it toggled for it to be flat rate. Then all you have to do when you're shipping it is you have to toggle off flat rate shipping, put in your dimensions, put in your weight, click save, and either you're going to have to use one of your 1 of 5 or you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine because they bought so much. So the system's going to calculate how many ounces that they have purchased throughout your whole show. But you do have an option if you choose flat rate, you do have an option later to toggle it off and not use a flat rate box. That is a lot of bangles, and I did ship out some serious flat rate boxes full of beautiful bangles 2 shows ago. I would Thrifty Roo, what only thing I can tell you is try it. Try one of your shows on flat rate, both levels. Um, and then just try it and see how it helped or see how it goes, because you can always toggle it back off when you're in the shipping screen. So when you're going to go to ship, you can always take that flat rate off and choose to use a different box. Now, if you are selling some big items that you may not be interested in doing that, some really heavy, bigger items, like for your miniature shows, the Thrifty Roo, I would use flat rate. I would toggle that. I would use it for that show. And, but that's me. Now it'll only send flat rate. It'll only come up and use flat rate if you're over 1 pound. Anything under 1 pound, you won't be using those boxes anyway. Right. You'll have, because they won't ship flat rate. They'll ship not first class. It's not first class anymore. Ground Advantage.
That good junk drawer would probably be a good one to try that on.
To try it on,
And
yeah.
I'll confess, I've never done flat rate.
Yeah. And but see,
I
I
am
love
very
it.
basic.
The reason why I love it is because then I don't have to pay for those boxes. The boxes are free from USPS, United States Postal Service. They're free.
Right.
So
Yeah,
in my
boxes.
mind, I'm going to use them as much as I can because then
Mhm.
that's cost that my business doesn't have to pay. Hey, Jennifer.
There's our guest speaker next week. So excited, Jennifer.
Yeah.
She's going to be sharing her knowledge of Juliana with us. I'm hoping you can show us some pieces as well. So we'll kind of
Yes.
leave it up to you what you want to cover, but we are very excited to learn about Juliana.
Yay! I'm super
Yay!
excited. So I have known probably Meta for as long as I have known you, Bobby. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
Meta back when you and
Kirsten were.
yeah.
I know her and Meta Jennifer
Mhm.
were buddies. Yep. Just leave it as default shipping, whatnot gives the best deal
Yeah,
automatic.
that's true. That's true.
You mean leave the flat rate as default?
I
Is
think
that what you're
she's
saying?
I think she's saying leave it as well, and then that's another thing, you guys. If you're shipping regular packaging, if you're using um Ground
Oh,
Advantage, right,
yep.
or Priority, you can always toggle on flat rate. You can always toggle it on. You can toggle it on and you can toggle it off.
Hmm.
Yeah, we are the OGs. I don't
The
know.
OGs. I love it. I like to sell those big things.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yes.
know.
And you do a great shipping. You do a great job shipping, my friend. I promise
Hmm.
you. Yeah, Jennifer, we're the OGs. We need to have a shirt that says we're the OGs.
Oh,
Welcome in, Kims. Well, if you guys don't have any other questions, and I hope I helped you. I hope that I didn't muddy any waters. The thrifty crew. I hope I helped you, dear, a little bit. I just say experiment, because no matter what, just make sure that your buyers are paying for shipping. And when you're in that shipping screen, toggle it on, toggle it off. I mean, it's not going to do anything until you generate the label anyways. I mean, even if you click save, you can always go back and edit.
hmm.
So just play with it.
Okay. I think that's some good
What the
advice.
heck?
Hmm.
um okay, so you guys, Bobby, any comments, dear?
No, just thanks again to Carla. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was so fun.
it was
So
so
fun.
informative.
Yes.
I'm glad there was not a quiz because I didn't take notes. I was just going to get some screenshots. So it was a lot to soak in.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Thank
You're
you, Evie.
welcome,
You're so
Fancy.
sweet. So everybody be sure to check out Tuesday's show tomorrow night. What are you calling it? Bangle Boutique or
I'm calling it Boutique Tuesday, Plastastic Bangles.
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss that. And
You're
then I'll
welcome,
see you
Skylar.
guys. Check out the junk drawer train tomorrow if you can.
Yeah,
And
that's
then I will see
exciting.
you guys next Monday with Meta Jennifer and
That sounds
Tuesday.
good too. Yay!
Yay!
So you guys don't forget, next Monday is going to be on Bobby's channel. So click on
That's
her
right.
name, bookmark her show. So next Monday, 7 p.m. will be with Bobby.
We're gonna flip it every week.
Yeah,
Switch it up.
we're going to
Yeah.
take turns. And then we're going to go ahead and raid into Thrift with Lisa B, because she
Mhm.
does a gather and grow together new seller and buyer chat every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So let's go say hi to her and see what kind of chat is going on there.
Yeah. What else we can learn?
We
All right.
appreciate everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Bye, Miss
Bye.
Bobby. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Tuesday.
You're so welcome. Let's go raid. Let's see here. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thanks for hanging
Bye,
out.
Joni.
Okay.
Bye, Skylar.
Here's my raid. Let's go see Thrift with Lisa B. Let's go put some hearts in her chat. Go put some hearts in her
Let's do
chat when
it.
we go over there.
Bye.
Well, it might be helpful if I spelled it right. Here we
Thrift.
go. Oh,
TH.
I
Bye.
bye, guys. Thank you.